doesn't make sense. And if anything, it's the fastest way to not get her, because she'll be instantly turned off and she's like, this guy has no backbone. What's up, bro? In this video, we're going to talk about 3 simple tweaks to establish dominance in your interactions. So firstly, why is it important to establish dominance in interactions? Why is it important to be a dominant man? Well, look, ultimately, if you're submissive, okay, if you're in an interaction with a woman, you first meet her and you're very weak, you're very shy, you're very soft, you can't look at her, you have to look down all the time, you can barely speak to her, you don't make decisions, you're not leading, she's not going to be attracted to you. Okay, it's as simple as that. When I say dominance, I'm not talking about being aggressive. No, none of that. I'm not talking about being forceful. I'm just talking about being a dominant male. Now, what does that mean? It's having this alpha energy, this masculine energy. Okay, this energy of you're the type of guy that makes decisions, that leads, that has boundaries, that has opinions, that is not trying to impress her, that's not desperate for her. That's the type of guy that you need to be. Now, 3 specific hacks to get and establish dominance in interactions. The first one is you want to hold that eye contact. You will never create that attraction that you want or be that dominant guy if you can't hold your eye contact in that first interaction. Okay? Now, look, there is a balance. You don't want to be creepy, like just stare at her like every single second, but especially in the beginning, hold that eye contact when you're speaking to her. You can always break it and look to the side, laugh and look to the side, whatever it is. Don't get too stuck in your head about that, but you want to hold eye contact, okay? If you're always looking down, you're basically showing that you're too scared to look at her. And before we get into the other 2 hacks, on the eye contact part, what would you feel if it's a cool guy, a guy that you want to meet, and he's holding that eye contact in an attractive way versus if he's can barely even look at you, he's so scared?
I would definitely say keeping eye contact. Eye contact is a very attractive thing for me. When 2 people can keep that eye contact and you can make it almost in a sexual way, but not overly sexual. That's a really good thing compared to a guy that's never looking at you in the eyes. Because as I've said before, I watch a lot of reality TV, dating shows, and it's often a big thing for women when a guy can't keep their eye contact with you. It shows that they're shy and that they can't have that dominance. And a woman wants a man that is dominant, a dominant male. She wants to feel that she's got a dominant male to look after. Yet again, not someone that's aggressive or that kind of dominant, but dominant in the sense that just will protect her.
The next hack to establish dominance is to actually have opinions, have boundaries, and lead. So what do I mean by having opinions and have boundaries? Most guys, their opinions are changing if the girl doesn't like it. So they'll say things like, I really like comedy movies. And the girl will be like, well, I hate comedies. And then the guy will say, I actually don't really like comedies. Not too much. I used to. And then, or maybe another example, I really like dogs. And the girl will say, you know what? I don't like dogs. I like cats. And then the guy will say, oh, you know what? I don't actually really like dogs. Not too much. You don't want to change your opinions and what you like just for the girl. Okay, it's okay firstly if you have different opinions and she'll respect you for you have your own opinion and you're holding to it. Okay, don't change and buckle just to try and supplicate and it's almost like to try and get her. It doesn't make sense. And if anything, it's the fastest way to not get her because she'll be instantly turned off and she's like, this guy has no backbone. It's like
she'll feel that you're just trying to impress her and it's just like, wow,
Exactly. So you need to have your opinions, have boundaries, okay? And actually lead. What do I mean by lead? Making decisions. If you just met the girl, come, let's go here for a drink. Let's do this. Don't wait for her to say, so do you want to take me for a drink? So do you want to take me on a date? So do you want to ask for my number? Go for it. Make it happen. Make those decisions. Actually lead, okay? You're never forcing her to do anything, but you're leading. She can always say no. That's okay, but at least you're taking the lead and you're taking the initiative. That's more dominant and she'll respect you for it. The third hack to establish dominance in an interaction is tonality. You don't want to speak in a very, firstly, volume, in a very soft where she can barely hear you, okay? If she can't hear you, she's going to think, why is this guy so scared? Or why is he so uncomfortable? I can't hear what he's saying, okay? And also tonality, you don't want to speak in a way where it's always uptone. It's like, hey, where you from? Oh my God, I love dogs too. Where, do you also like cats? You don't want to speak like that. You want to speak the way you would speak to your friends, okay? Where instantly, usually guys, when they're speaking to girls and they're super nervous, they go in this upwards tonality, like, is this okay? Or what do you think about that? Speak in downwards tonality, because that's going to help with that dominance. And it's probably the way you speak to your friends, okay? It's just this downwards tonality. It's like, look, this is more dominant, and it's not like you're trying to get something or you're seeking that approval. If you don't do these three things and you're a more submissive guy, what, from your perspective, what do you feel when you're around a guy that's, you feel he's submissive, he's scared, he's nervous, but is there any thoughts going on in your head? Are you uncomfortable, or what's actually going on?
Yeah, I would definitely be like uncomfortable and just not interested in having a conversation with him, yet alone being sat down on a date with him. Also, to add to the voice thing, like your tone and stuff, I am very turned off against guys that have like quite a higher like tone of voice. I find it very attractive if a guy does have a deep voice and does speak like very smoothly and, you know, keeps his cool, because yeah, ultimately that's what will attract a woman, not someone that speaks like her.
Exactly. And look, if she's looking for someone like her, she's got all her friends that she can speak to. With you, she wants actually that dominant man, okay, because she's looking to potentially date you. Okay, so you don't want to just be another girl. She won't be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Okay, she might friend zone you, and but again, probably not. She'll even be more uncomfortable with you and weirded out. Okay, so you want to have these dominant traits. Now, if you want to learn and take things to the next level and learn other tips to attract the girls that you really want, join our free Facebook community, because that's really where we go deep into sharing everything you need to know to get those girls that you've always wanted. It's all in the description below.